Shalom people, this is Brother Lyles coming at you with another video. And I want to talk to you about the news that came out a few weeks ago where Bill Gates, stated that he was going to be heavily funding geoengineering of the sky to block out the sun to help cool down the earth by blocking out the rays of the sun. Now, I think in the past, Bill Gates has made, statements, along that line that he was thinking about it. But now, with all these things going on around the world, now it's like the hype is there that he needs. So what they have been doing all along, because I do believe that they have been doing geoengineering, as it's called, chemtrails, for a long time. I know that they had crop dusting back in the 1930s. Once aviation got up off its feet, they understood that they could, spray crops with certain pesticides and different things from a plane. It would be more effective. But we know that after World War II, in the late 40s, they had been experimenting with cloud seeding with silver iodine to get rain over areas that were desert areas. And so they've been knowing that they could affect what's on the ground through the air for a long time. We know that in the 1950s that they were experimenting with herbicides, indeed Agent Orange, in the South, on wilderness parts of the South where they was trying to clear out land. So they knew the effects that Agent Orange would have on plant life before they used it in Vietnam. And we know what they did in Vietnam. We know about Operation Ranch Hand and all those other operations where they went in and they sprayed these great swaths of jungle and cleared them out for the soldiers and cleared them out for landing pads. We know about this. So why would people not think that they would do this to a populace? Why would they not think that they would do this? Not just starting now, but that they have the inclination and they have the wicked drive to do this. And that indeed I've been, even as a child, I would look up in the sky because I lived near an airport, and I would look up at those planes when they was taking off, and I would think, I said, I could kind of understand that high up, that the exhaust that was coming out of those planes probably crystallized because it was so cold. And I always used to wonder, I'm wondering, is that stuff falling back down to earth on us? I was even thinking that at that time. Now, we do understand that there is a difference between a condensation trail and a chemtrail, because like I just stated about that's way up there in the atmosphere. Yes, that probably is, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see the skies, that if this was ice, it would evaporate. When these planes fly, whatever's coming out of their tailpipe is spreading out and making cloud formations. You understand? It's making cloud formations. And we can understand in some of the places where they have been doing this at lower levels, and even in some a bunch of areas, they've been finding elevated levels of aluminum, because apparently, like I said, they've been, I believe that they've been understanding what the Bible stated about how the angel in Revelations was going to pour out his vial upon the sun, and it was going to scorch men on the earth. I believe they've been planning for this a long time. So they started a long time ago about how we're going to be able to block out the sun from the Most High when He finally does start doing what He's going to do. We will have a weapon against Him where we can block the sun out. They don't start when the problems start. They start decades before they know an issue. So I believe that they were probably back in no later than the late 50s that I believe that they started experimenting with trying to affect the skies. I really believe that. I believe that, now they understand that it's so much information out there on the internet. They've been fighting though the last 20 years hard against the chemtrail theory though. They've been fighting it for a long time. It's this guy named Dane Winnington. He was from California. Decades and decades ago, he started documenting this stuff, and he started talking about the stuff that was going into the ground of the areas where he lived at in California, in these great wilderness places. And he talked about the wildfires and all these different things that, if something got torched off because it was such a heavy buildup of these chemicals and stuff in the ground. And then, like I said, when you seen some of these devastating forest fires that happen out there, you almost kind of got the idea that it was some kind of almost like gasoline or something when the fires got up into the trees, right? That the trees would just explode. Well, if whatever goes down into the ground, the trees pull it into through their roots. And aluminum, right, which is one of the things that's in these chemtrails that's sprayed. When aluminum burns, it burns real hot. It burns super hot. And I believe that you probably find that some of this, these things, right, they're not even trying to hide anymore. They're not trying to hide because they know that at the end game. So now, you're really gonna see them pick up. Even now, as I'm shooting this video, I'm looking at the sky and I'm looking at these chemtrails all over the place and seeing, if not a condensation trail, but a chemtrail, because like I said, it's not evaporating. This stuff is spreading out and making these big, ugly cloud formations that look like spider webs in the sky. I know what these people say, but they've been gaslighting us for a long time. But the Most High said that which has been hidden is going to be revealed. And some of it, He's going to let them reveal. He's going to let them say what they've been doing all along. So when you start seeing, they're going to say, oh, that's just, now they're going to say, now that's chemtrailing. Now they're going to say, when all along they've been doing it. They've been doing it. But the thing, again, that the Most High is not going to let man destroy his earth. The Most High is not going to do that. Man he gonna destroy a lot, but he's not gonna allow him to destroy the earth. So we don't have to worry about that, because anything that man does, right, Most High has created this earth that the earth can repair itself, right? And that's what you're probably seeing now with a lot of this stuff that's going on with these volcanoes and these storms and everything. The Bible said that the land would vomit people up. Now you're seeing these terrific windstorms, straight line windstorms that's coming out and blowing snow drifts 2 and 3 feet high and all these different things. This is the Most High allowing this stuff to happen. But he is also showing the wicked, diabolical things that they're doing that's causing the earth to rebel against it. And what they have been doing all along, they have been doing these chemtrails for decades and decades and decades. But now what they're gonna do, they just gonna pick up steam in doing it, and they're gonna try to get a concerted effort to say we must block out the sun now, and they're gonna put, because unlike many, I do not think that America, if Russia invade Ukraine, I don't think America's gonna fight against Russia. I don't think America, if China invades Taiwan, America's gonna fight China. I don't believe that. I could be wrong, but I don't think that they will. I think that they might fund the other side and give military assistance or whatever, but I don't think that we're gonna go in and fight Russia. I don't think we're gonna go in and fight China. We have other things that's going on right now, and I believe, you know, because we probably won't go. I believe this is where you probably might see the 10 toes turn against the woman, where the Bible talks about the woman, they burn her with fire because they didn't need her anymore. I really believe that, right? But before America goes off the scene, the elite have certain things that they want them to accomplish, which the Most High, like I said, they can only react to what he's doing. They're trying to react to what he's doing by picking up, because the geoengineering, the chemtrails in the sky, because I believe whenever America's fall happens, Bill Gates is going to move on to the next country that he's going to be. Either it's going to be Europe or it's going to be somewhere in China, and they're going to receive him in, because within every nation they have those that are elite, that they don't care about their borders, they don't care about their countries, they care about the orders that they have been given by Satan to do certain things. And that's one of the things that Satan has for them to do, is to make this planet dark, because he is a dark individual. Satan is the prince of darkness, and therefore he wants to block out the sunlight that, by the way, we as black people thrive in. And so again, this is detrimental to us, because we already have low levels of vitamin D3 in our body, because we don't be outside like we used to, right? And so we just got to pray, to the Most High, that he sends back his son Yeshua soon, because he said if he don't, there will be no flesh that would survive on this earth. They would destroy it. But God's not going to give them that privilege to be able to destroy the earth. They're going to be able to destroy some things, but they ain't going to be able to destroy the earth. So with that, I ask you to give this video a thumbs up. I'd like you to subscribe, and I'd like you to leave a comment. Be blessed.